Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the SWUS. MLB Thursday, only 5 games on the board. As I'm sure you heard in my other video, Astros just lost in extra innings, which means I have now lost 3 MLB bets in extra innings in a 24-hour span. 3 in a single day of work. Wow. MLB is killing me. I'm on pace for my 3rd straight losing day. I started off the season so strong. Need this to turn around immediately. But yeah, I'm going to do Angels and Rays in this one.
Welcome to the SWUS. The SWUS. SWUS. Hey, get the SWUS.
So like I said, we got Angels on the road down in Tampa. Rays are minus 145 favorites. I'm actually seeing minus 150s as well. Total sitting at 8.5. Pitching for the Angels, we got Griffin Canning. On the mound for Tampa is Ryan Pepiot. Let's take a quick look at the spreadsheet. And according to the model, we got a slight lean on Tampa in the first 5. Full game's pretty even, though. 5.6, 5.4. So actually a slight lean towards the Angels in the full game. Tampa in the first 5, though. So let's start with the matchup for Pepiot against the Angels offense. He's kind of off to a flip-flop start to this season. Got absolutely hammered by the Rangers to start the year. 4 hits, 4 walks, 6 earned runs in 5 2/3. Then he shut down the Rockies in Coors. 11 strikeouts, 3 hits, no runs over 6 innings. That was a gem. And then he followed that up by getting hit up by the Giants. So kind of a roller coaster start for Pepiot here. Getting hit up by the Rangers is understandable. And then he dealt in Coors Field, but then to get lit up by an absolutely dead Giants lineup at home, that's definitely a little concerning. Overall in the season, Pepiot's got a 5.40 ERA, but if you look at some of his expected numbers, he's got a 3.07 expected ERA and a 3.35 expected FIP, suggesting that he's been pretty unlucky to start the year. Angels against right-handed pitching this year, they've been pretty average. 14th in WRC+, 15th in isolated power, 21st in on-base percentage. The last 8 righties to pitch against the Angels, they combine for a 4.10 ERA and a 1.44 WHIP. So pretty average numbers. Those don't really jump off the page, but it's a drastic improvement from how they started the season. The first 7 righties to pitch against the Angels, a 1.89 ERA and an 0.89 WHIP. So the Angels aren't exactly destroying righties, but they are hitting them much better than they were the first week and a half of the year. I do have some good news for Pepiot here. Angels should have 7 right-handed bats in their lineup for this one. Pepiot's been significantly better against right-handed bats this season. Look at the WOBA down from 336 to 249. Walk rate way down. He's got a walk rate over 12 against left-handed bats. WHIP way down, 1.43 to an 0.67. So 7 righties in the lineup for the Angels is huge for Pepiot. Overall, a day game against a mediocre Angels lineup that's loaded with right-handed bats, I don't think it's crazy to say Pepiot deals here. The other matchup is Griffin Canning against the Rays offense. Very small sample size. The current Rays lineup has 30 career plate appearances against Canning, 379 OPS, and a 143 average. So the current Rays lineup has not touched Canning at all. Again, very small sample size. Griffin Canning's made 3 career appearances against Tampa. Only 2 of them were starts, though. So he has 2 career starts against Tampa and 1 appearance out of the bullpen. He's 1-0 with a 3.38 ERA and a 1.28 WHIP. Solid career numbers pitching against the Rays. But here's the bad news, and there's definitely some bad news here. Griffin Canning is off to a terrible start this season. Through 3 starts, he's got a 9.88 ERA, a 3.3 home runs per 9. Just cannot keep the ball in the ballpark. 183 WHIP. And his expected numbers indicate that he's not even getting unlucky. He's really just getting shelled. 6.72 expected ERA, 5.17 expected FIP, and a 16.3% barrel rate. The good news for Canning is he gets the pitch against a Rays lineup that really hasn't done shit against right-handed pitching this season. On the year, 23rd in isolated power, 20th in on-base percentage, 21st in slugging. The last 9 righties to pitch against Tampa, solid numbers. They combine for over 50 innings pitched, just a 2.84 ERA and a 1.05 WHIP. So the Rays have not been able to get to righty starters. So maybe there's a light at the end of the tunnel here for Canning. But just when I thought I saw a path for Griffin Canning to pitch a good game, then we have to take into consideration that the Rays should have 7 righties in their lineup. And Griffin Canning, this is dating back to 2022, he always struggles against righties. 6.19 ERA, WOBA's way up, home runs are nearly doubled, WHIP is up, FIP is up. I mean, he struggles with right-handed bats. The Rays should have 7. So there's no way I could trust Griffin Canning here, and I think it's a decent spot for Pepiot. So I like the Rays in the first 5.
As far as the bullpen battle, I mean, obviously the Angels have the edge. Any team has the bullpen edge over the Rays so far this year. They've been the worst bullpen in baseball, and it's almost not close. Dead last in every single category. When we look at the usage, At first, these look pretty glaring here, but keep in mind, these charts do not include Wednesday. This is from Fangraphs. Fangraphs doesn't update it till the next morning. So it looks like Estevez has pitched back-to-back nights, but he actually had Wednesday off. Same goes for Matt Moore and Louis Garcia. So it's really just Simber. Simber pitched tonight, so Simber's not going to be available. But the Angels should have their main pieces. They're a little taxed, but they should be good to go. And then same goes on the other side. When you look at the Rays bullpen, it looks really bad at first glance, but it's really just Fairbanks. Fairbanks pitched tonight. He actually blew the save, I believe. He got the loss. So no Fairbanks, but Adam, Pachi, Matan, all those guys had the day off. So both bullpens, neither of them are good, but both should have their main arms. As far as betting the game, I just can't trust Tampa's bullpen right now. So I will take the Rays in the first 5 because I think Pepio deals and Griffin Canning just cannot be trusted. But after that, I mean, if this is a close game in the 7th, maybe 3-2 Rays, 4-3 Rays, I might look Angels live. I mean, I'm not going to make any promises, but there's not a lot of action on. Only 5 baseball games, no NBA games. I might look Angels live here, depending on the score. But for now, give me Tampa first 5 on the run line. If you want our top bets for all sports or you'd like to join the Discord, head over to KyleKirms.com. The information's right there on the homepage. Live show, 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. We'll go through every single game on the board. There's only 5, but we'll go through them all. Let's have ourselves a nice Thursday. Remember to bet responsibly, and I'll talk to you in the Discord.